Hey guys, Sid Reynolds here. Listen, I got a story I want to tell you about. I think you'll find it kind of unique and interesting. If you've known about me doing this cashback thing with Saivian, it's been a pretty cool situation because what's going on is that we've got a merchant advertising platform. And so I'll go into a store. Imagine going to a store and a business owner, you know them a little bit, and they say, "Well, gee, I'd love to have you in the map to the map, the merchant advertising platform to claim your spot, claim your spot in the platform." And the first thing out of his mouth, so what's your distribution? Okay, well, it's all over the world. Well, that's good, but what about here locally? Ooh, good question, right? Good question. And then he begins to identify that how many people are in the local area that happen to be in the map. And so, well, you can be the first one. You'd be one of many that will be coming on board. But in the meantime, if you would like to, take a stab at it, he said, "Well, tell you what, I understand your membership, your merchant advertising platform has members that actually are retail shopping members, right?" You say, "Yeah, they do. We do." He said, "What if you took your link, if you have, I'm talking about me, right? Talking about my link, and just had some cards made up and put them in my store, and the folks that became retail shopping merchants, shopping members rather, retail RSMs they call them, retail shopping members. What if they decide they want to use my store as a place that they would like to save money? Could I push that deal? And you put your business cards in here? Would you go for that?" I thought for a moment. I said, "Well, yeah, sure. Why not? Because it only benefits me, right? Because I'm putting cards in his business, and he's a proud member of this 20% cash back club that I'm a part of. It's called Pomona 20% cash back club for Pomona area, but we're going to have all various areas, by the way." But I said, "Well, that's not a bad idea." So the thought came to me that, gee, this guy has figured out a way to circumvent dealing with paying $125 every 28 days as a business owner to be in the app that we have. We have an app that has the map, of course, the merchant advertising platform. And so he's figured out that really all he has to do is just get a person like me to come in and say, "Well, you want to get help? Sid, you want to get helped, and you want to help me at the same time? Why don't you get some business cards in here, and I'll make sure people get them." I'm like, "Well, gee, if people got the business cards, they'll go to my website, they'll sign up with me, they'll decide to get on board with him as far as listing him as one of their 10 people. If he's serving them good, they'll be able to get that 20% cash back by just being a member directly with me." Now, he doesn't benefit. Well, he benefits because he's got a loyal customer going on there, right? So they haven't figured out a name for the darn thing yet in reference to how he might call it, but think about some kind of loyalty program that he may be offering to his not employees, but employees as well, but also to people that will become RSMs with Saivian. So that's a different way to kind of weird story, right? Because it's going to, if we get a noise in the background, I'll walk in right now, but I had to sit down for a moment and just kind of run this story to you because there are people that are thinking outside the box. And this advertiser, this merchant, found a way to circumvent having to pay $125 a month or every 28 days and still get the benefit of serving his customer, giving them a chance to get 20% cash back at his location by him saying, "Listen, this guy came in here the other day. I'm going to give you a card to give you a way to get 20% cash back here in my spot, the restaurant that I have, as well as 9 other places that you want to get discounts, such as your gasoline, such as your grocery stores in the local area here. This guy's got a pretty good program. It's 20% cash back that you're going to get. And as soon as you eat here, if I've got a special going on, you get that discount, plus you get another 20% off of that because Saivian's going to pay for your receipts. You send the receipts into Saivian, they're going to pay for your receipts, man." And so he's got this. These guys are thinking outside the box, and I thought this is a pretty interesting deal. So some of my approach now will be talking to business owners and saying, "Listen, I'd like to get you as a person on our, not our map necessarily, but get you as a person that will be able to give 20% cash back in the local area here. Would you consider that being a part of your promotional program as a loyalty campaign, provided you don't have to pay the 20%?" Of course, they might say. Of course, they're going to say yeah because they don't have to pay the 20% themselves. They're having Saivian's going to pay the 20% because they're giving out. They're wanting these receipts, right? They're wanting the receipts for the point of sale information, and so they're getting the 20% cash back to these individuals. They get the membership. I mean, dynamite deal. Good way to get more activity for business owners. Business owners being willing to help you. I mean, business owners they're willing to help us now, guys. I tell you, they're willing to actually help us get our business out and recognized among people in the community, especially their own customers. So if I can say that again to you, man, this is, I think I'm kind of working on this idea right now about how this might work effectively. But walking into business, I can see now that it might be the free approach might be the best approach initially, and they can even attempt it. If you can talk to the owner, some owners may see this as well. They can become get the retail shopping membership for themselves, and then still benefit by getting their customers, personally benefit by getting their customers to get the retail shopping membership and get a 20% cash back at their own business. And then they get 3 customers. They're going to be in Fat City getting that $5 a day. Plus they'll go up to $30 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day. They'll be in Fat City because they realize something. And if they decide to do the MAP program, they can sign their own business up. They have signed up as an individual, then sign their business up. Two separate entities, right? So you got some neat things going on here, guys, that I hadn't even really considered. So some thinking outside the box is going to have to be necessary, I think, as we get started. Because, again, we don't have a lot of people that are in the MAP right now. I mean, you're talking about the whole country right this very moment, right? We probably got about 50, 60 businesses that are in the MAP around the whole country. So one of the ways I believe that we can benefit by talking to people about Saivian is getting business owners to identify, especially restaurants and grocery stores. If you can get into a grocery store, but restaurants are a great place to go because restaurants are like all over the place. And if you frequent a few restaurants in the area, you can be able, and you have as a RSM myself, as a person that has a retail shopping membership, I can go in the store or a restaurant and say, listen, I eat here all the time. You guys know I eat here all the time. I don't know if you know I get 20% cash back. How would you like the rest of your customers get 20% cash back too? Won't cost you a penny. Wow, really? And not even talking about the MAP at all. Not even talking about them getting a retail shopping membership. Just saying that I'll just drop my cards off here that says you're part of my club, my SEDS Cashback Club, whatever you want to call your club. I've got one. I'm locating some clubs. I'm actually identifying some club here in Pomona area, Ontario, Rancho Cucamonga, the areas that I live in. There's like about 13 cities in the general area here that will be putting together a club for various cities. The various cities will have their own clubs, man, and then we'll have the businesses that will be getting inside, not on the MAP right away, but we'll put them on a Facebook page somewhere. But identifying them by putting out cards in the local area, and I may just call it like a whole area club, like the Inland Empire Club or something like that, because that's what the area's known as, the Pomona Valley. And we'll come up with some, guys. I'm giving the idea away because I think that anybody can use it anywhere you happen to live. So if you live in an area where you like to see something happen with your business, your Saivian business, maybe an idea you might want to consider. Just something to think about. Because if you're having difficulty getting people to give you $125 for to get started, and there's nobody in the MAP in your area, and you're not a salesperson, right? So you're just saying, well, gee, I'm not a salesperson, and even though the guy's my friend or I eat at his restaurant all the time, he doesn't want to be the only one in the darn thing because he knows that I'm not a salesperson. I only eat out maybe 3 or 4 different places in the area myself. So I'm going to have maybe 3 or 4 different people in the business on the MAP. And so unless a lot of folks in the area are using the retail shopping membership and they're a part of the affiliate campaign that Saivian has, it's going to be basically you out there by yourself. So I mean, I'm me by myself out here doing my thing, and I said, well, I've got to find a way to get more people engaged with Saivian and get more people as far as retail shopping memberships out there, and identify them as having a place to go to eat. And so I started looking at the places I eat myself, and I found a way to get get inside some businesses here. And this one business owner, I mean, just the story I'm telling you here, this one guy is just helping me understand that I had to think outside the box a little bit more. And that's a big help right there. So listen, that's all I'm going to share with you right now. But go Saivian. It's a good way to go, guys. We'll see you around. Have a great one.